To establish another Islamic state that supports terrorism. And it's not in the Middle East. A group some call Africa's version of the Taliban is on the verge of seizing control in Somalia. And Eric Stakelbeck has that story.
Somalia is a country living in chaos. Much of that chaos reached the world's eyes in the movie Black Hawk Down. It's centered on a 1993 incident that killed 18 U.S. troops in the capital of Mogadishu. Since then, things have gone from bad to worse.
You've had a lot of competing warlord factions and a country with no strong centralized government and a lot of lawlessness. The incidents of rape, the incidents of armed robbery, the incidents of other crimes of violence have been very high throughout the country.
Now the frightening name Al-Qaeda emerges in the struggle for control of this country on the African Horn. Sheikh Hassan Dahir Owais, an ally of the terror group, leads the Islamic Courts Union, or ICU. In June, it seized Mogadishu and has now taken over other key Somali cities. The U.S. labels the Sheikh a global terrorist.
What he's been doing is basically conquering the region of southern and central Somalia, area by area. He's developed an army of thousands of militiamen. When he conquers an enemy militia group, he will kill the leadership and incorporate the fighters into the group.
The ICU also establishes Islamic Sharia law. So far, it's closed down radio stations, conducted mass arrests, cracked down on live music and mixing of the sexes, stifled freedom of the press, and even banned people from watching soccer matches.
They see themselves as primarily as Muslims, not as Somalis. Somalia is only the front.
Adam Hassan works for the Transitional Federal Government of Somalia. The UN helped form the group in 2004, hoping to finally stabilize the country. But it's had trouble gaining a foothold outside of the Somali city of Baidoa. Analysts fear the ICU will attack Baidoa and wipe out the transitional government once and for all. Hassan says they have even bigger plans.
The very design, like Al-Qaeda, is not a national design. It's not something meant for Somalia. It's something that's global.
He says fighters from Pakistan and Afghanistan have converged on Somalia to help the ICU wage jihad. Osama bin Laden is also paying attention. In a recent audio tape, he warned the countries of the world not to accept a U.S. proposal to send international forces to Somalia. Ethiopian forces have entered Somalia to help the transitional government fight the jihadists. But analysts fear the Islamic courts may soon seize the entire country, turning it into a Taliban-like Islamic state and terrorist haven. Eric Stakelbeck, CBN News.